exactly what was going on. It was like, because it was not, it's always rare where I'll bomb where the audience are harsh, or it's more I'll bomb in a pit. They'll just be awkwardly quiet because they'll be like, they won't like shout out stuff at me unless it's a really rare event. But I think that's because my persona is like self-deprecating and it's like low status. So if you shout at someone that's doing that, you're a bit of an asshole in the crowd. You're not going to do that.
Yeah. So, well, that was going to be a question actually. Have you had any memorable heckling incidents?
I have been heckled and I've had like foul gigs, but it's amazing how much your survival instinct cuts the memory out pretty quickly, and also they don't affect you half as much as you go on, which is a lovely thing. The one that stands out in recent times is there's a gig in Hereford, and it's well known on the circuit for. I didn't know this when I got booked for it, and I said to a friend, "I'm doing this Hereford gig," and they went, "Oh my god, you're doing the Hereford thing," and I was like, "Oh, is that a bad one?" And he was like, "Yeah, no, it's like terrible, as in the audience are really aggressive and all this." And then he went, "You're doing the 20, right?" And I went, "No, I'm booked for 40," and he like laughed his head off. And then so I did 40 minutes to just like, when I got there, there were laminated rules on every table saying, "Please do not persistently heckle the comedians." And I was like, you're not even saying please don't heckle. You have to say persistently.
Yeah.
And this is so necessary. You've laminated these rules. And then, they were, and it was, again, it wasn't traumatic at all. I was laughing throughout because it was grim and it wasn't high art. And I didn't leave going, I feel good about myself, but I didn't leave feeling bad about myself because we all knew what was going on. And, they were really nice. Most of the crowd were either were nice or completely uninterested. And then in the middle, there was a table that I couldn't quite see who was falling. One of them was falling asleep, I think, because they were so drunk, and someone else and just walking back and forth, all this. And then the table in front of me was about 6 very drunk women who were there to celebrate a birthday. So they were heckling the MC, but they're doing the worst kind of heckling, which is just talking amongst themselves and heckling what is to themselves. And then if you said, "What are you saying?" they just go and just stare at you like, and you're like, "This is so hard to work with if you won't." And then you'd start your material and then they'd start talking again. And I just like, there were people on the side just like grimacing. And then I started to say things like, I started to count down on my watch how much time I had left to the crowd. And I'd be like, at one point, I just remember saying like, "Oh, we've got 12 minutes. Don't worry, only got 12 minutes left." And the really drunk woman in front just goes, "Make it 5." And I was like, I just went to what am I meant to say to that? And I was like, I've got to finish my time or I won't get paid. And so I was just like laughing, but my material is very like, you have to be engaged for it to work. So a table of like 6 or 7 very drunk women is like, they already look at me like I'm a weirdo when I start half the stuff I'm doing. And then it's like, yeah, what are we doing here?
They're not buying into your
Yeah.
film PowerPoint.
No, they would not have liked a PowerPoint.